Hi, I'm Freddy Gutierrez. Smoking has been a popular pastime since the beginning of the colonial days, maybe even further. For this fact, many devices and instruments, pipes, have been improvised over the years. You could pretty much make a pipe out of anything. For example, you could use a fruit or vegetable. Right here we have an apple. Works pretty good. Or just a plain old piece of aluminum foil. They're both just as effective as the other. But today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a pipe out of an empty gallon of water. Now let me show you some of our materials. First off, you will most definitely need a lighter. Preferably not a pink one, but you can go ahead and buy any color of lighter, it will work just as well. Right here we have some yellow electrical tape. The color really doesn't matter again, it's just electrical tape to plug up the hole that we're going to cut on the side. You can probably use your thumb, but just for demonstrative purposes we're going to use yellow tape. Here's our gallon of water. It's not your standard gallon of water, but it is a gallon, and I got it so that it could be clear and you could see the smoke entering into the gallon as we smoke it. The top we have here is already fitted with the bowl that we are going to be using instead of us using aluminum foil. If you can see closely, we have the top fitted right here with a rubber washer so it can fit the bowl nice and snug for maximum suction. And then we have a gallon of water. This water will be used for the smoking process. Water is very important. You probably won't need as much water as the size of your container. You could probably just turn on your water hose or any standard water faucet and just basically fill it up. It'll work just the same. And right here we have a knife used for cutting the holes into the top of the gallon and to the side of the gallon, and we'll be showing you more about that in a bit. And always remember, whenever you're using a knife, be careful and safety first. And let's get started. Here we have our expert pipe maker and one of my good friends, Adrian.
Hello, my name is Adrian. I've made plenty of pipes, if not many, with fewer and less items. And back to my friend Fred.
He's really good at pipe making. He's actually taught me what I'm about to show you right here. So let's get started. Now first, what we're going to do is cut a hole into the side of the empty gallon. It doesn't really matter how big the size of the hole is. It just matters that it is maybe like a pinky width open, so that way the water can escape at a constant rate, not too fast, not too slow. Alright, the next step, which we've already pre-done, is to cut the hole into the top of the gallon and put the bowl snugly into there. And as I said earlier, it's already fitted real nice with a washer. Alright, so our next step is to put some tape over the hole that we've made right here in the corner.
Because usually, if this was done by two people, we wouldn't need tape, and subject A, which would be me, would hold it right here for the installation of smoke. But in this case, we're going to use tape.
So, we place the tape over the hole. As you can see right there, the hole is completely covered with the tape, so that way no water escapes just yet. The next step would be to take your gallon of water and commence to fill the empty gallon up. it really doesn't matter how much water you're going to put into the empty gallon. Depends on how much smoke you want to obtain. And also depends the size of the bowl, because if you put too much water and it's a little bowl, it's just going to be sucking out oxygen. It's going to mix oxygen in your smoke, and that concentration is not really good when you're trying to achieve a good smoke. So, now that we have our gallon filled up pretty nicely, the next step would be to take our bowl with the top and screw it on. Screw it on nice and tight, so that way no air escapes inside here, because we want all the suction to come from here. Now before I get started, let me go ahead and explain to you what's going to happen. As I light the top of this bowl, I will let go of the tape right here, which will release the water. As the water escapes from this hole, the oxygen will begin to rush in to the inside of the bottle, filling up the empty space. But since its only inlet is right here at the top of the bowl, it will be pulling in the ember that we will light at the top, creating the smoke into the gallon. So rather than the oxygen rushing into the gallon, we have the smoke rushing into the gallon. So let's go ahead and get started. Adrian, can you help me out?
Yes, sir.
Just take off the tape. Now, as you can see, the smoke is already starting to fill up the container pretty nicely. Just go ahead and lean that over just in case the water is having a little trouble coming out. Okay, so now that all of our water is empty, you have your finished product, a gallon full of smoke. Now the next part of the dance would be to go ahead and smoke this. So you remove the top. As you can see, the smoke's already coming out. Smoke's already coming out of the hole down here as well. What you would want to do is just go ahead and smoke it. Take a hit. As you can see, the smoke does work pretty well. I did get a lot of smoke. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make and use a gravity pipe.